Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today I'm taking out the Des Moines, actually an American cruiser I don't really play very often. It's kind of surprising, but as you may have noticed, as the game is slightly lagging to load in, I do apologize for this. I'm actually a little bit late to the party. I hilariously enough actually took a while for me to load in, which was actually rather annoying, and good lord, that was very interesting to actually witness coming in. I am once again joined with Formal in the Yamato, and I unfortunately am pink due to a certain destroyer that continued to running right into my torpedoes, even though he very well saw that they were coming. Oh, I can't trust other players. And I am also joined with Dread in the Z52. So coming in late, actually almost 4 minutes late into the battle, and our team's actually doing really well. We managed to take out the enemy Yamato. The Shimikaze flooded him to death. And at the moment, we're actually ahead into caps. Now, we are currently playing on North, and this is the new North, as probably many people are very well aware. North got a major facelift, actually not a major facelift, but it did get a facelift all the same. And most importantly, as you can probably see on the minimap, currently on the eastern hand side, there are in fact 2 little signs that actually say no battleships. Because there's no point in really going over towards the eastern side of the islands, as sea is currently the only thing that's really there. But there are currently 2 battleships, 2 cruisers pushing out toward the eastern side, so not overly helpful for their team at this moment, not really providing any support. It does look like the Salem's actually pushing in towards sea, but once again, they're out of the battle for so long that's not truly beneficial. Now, the Des Moines is once again not a ship I play all too often. It's a very strong ship. Does have weaknesses, which I think almost every ship does need. Can't have everything super powerful, but it is still a very strong cruiser, even though it has had a little bit of power creep, but it really comes down to her rate of fire, her semi-decent, I would very lightly say semi-decent, only really becomes evident whenever, just due to the fact of her high rate of fire. But most importantly is her AP. They're the super heavy AP that all late tier American cruisers do have, which makes penetrations very strong. And just the fact that the high rate of fire, you can do quite a bit of work against any enemy cruisers that are foolish enough to actually really push in against you. But at the moment, I'm actually not really doing too much. I was hoping that Montana would push forward a little bit more, but instead he's actually currently reversing and not really doing too terribly much. Now, unfortunately, we have just lost another cruiser, Worcester, and things aren't looking so hot for us. Well, we're currently losing CCAP. The Shimikaze actually has managed to take out the gearing, and that has actually brought the number of ships even for both sides, which is very beneficial. But I am being cautious because there's also a battleship up north, and unfortunately for us, the Kaba is going to be a downright pain. Now, maybe it's just me, maybe it's because I don't play the Des Moines for very much, but one thing I have actually learned is how strong AP in the Des Moines, and even with other cruisers, how strong it is against Kabas, as you will see in just a moment. Now, I am pushing around, hoping to do some damage against this Missouri, when I come to realize there's actually no other islands over here. There used to be an island sitting right in front of me that you used to be able to push up to, but not at the moment. And unfortunately, or better yet, fortunately, we hit the island. The Missouri did manage to at least miss us, but able to actually get back into a reversing position and get a little bit of cover, because even though the Des Moines has decent bow armor to it, it's not as strong as you would like, and can still get pretty big hits on it. But it does look like the Missouri's actually pushing into the island. Very, very curious why he's doing that. Especially considering there is almost a broadside Alsace and Missouri at the moment. But at the current point in time, our team is down yet another ship. We've lost control of sea. We're currently trying to get rid of this Montana in at A, and Kaba comes around the corner. And being a little smart Kaba, he actually turns away and tries to get a little bit of distance. Now the Des Moines has a semi-decent flaw with her, even though we just did almost 5,000 points of damage against that Kaba. The fact with the Des Moines is she's not a long-range sniper. She can't handle ships at long range. She does definitely struggle. And once again, do have to be really, really careful whenever dealing with battleships. But at the moment, we're actually currently not being spotted just due to the fact that our mast is currently actually hiding behind the edge of the island. So we're actually not being spotted, which is super nice. Now you did see there I was actually hitting the very bow section, and you could actually start to see that the damage counter on that was starting to reduce, and that's just due to the saturation of damage on that bow section. So do push up a little bit more, trying to get more damage, and once again your AP against battleships is very, very strong. Now this has pushed the Missouri back, and at the moment things still aren't looking particularly good. Might lose our Yamato over there, but I think it's actually maybe time to push up, hoping that Minotaur, there is currently a Minotaur over at A, hoping that Minotaur is actually going to come around the corner, because once again Des Moines AP at close range against other cruisers is very, very strong. But in a moment now, we are detected. Pop radar, there's a Minotaur, and should hopefully finish him up. But at the exact same time, this has actually spotted the Kaba that is currently capping B. And can we get the kill? Ooh, do get the kill on that. That is kill number 1 for us. But we're still down. Actually, we're currently even on ships. Unfortunately, this Missouri is actually retreated so far back that he's not really able to do anything, especially if I start to push around the corner. Now, we've also managed to take out the Montana. We're starting to cap A. The enemy team is taking their sweet, sweet time getting around the corner, and there's the enemy Kaba. Obviously, we are detected by the Missouri's radar and keeping the AP. And just watch how quickly this AP actually just devastates this Kaba. Almost 7,600 right there. Another 7,100. Even with the heal, he's not going to be able to survive for much longer. 3,000. Need to finish this Kaba off. Do have to be careful. There are torpedoes incoming. Managed to take out the Kaba. That is kill number 2. Managed to dodge the first set of torpedoes and need to start pushing forward. But at the exact same time, due to the fact of the current setup with the north, and ooh, look at that. That is, ooh, that was close. Kaba torps are super slow. Due to the current setup of north, currently, at the moment, even though I very much would like to help Formal with this Missouri, I am going to be currently broadside to all those enemy ships over there, and that is one thing you do not want to do in a Des Moines, and that is show a lot of broadside. Very, very squishy on the broadside, very similar to a lot of USN cruisers, and yes, I'm gonna have to try to push out in a way, not gonna be able to help Formal in this, and Formal is expecting a ram. Missouri is going as fast as he can, and Formal actually manages to survive and earn Die Hard, and he's actually in a decent position where he's not gonna get caught on fire by anything. But at the moment, enemy team is still doing fairly significant amount of damage, and this Des Moines pushes out around the corner. Granted, he may not have known I was particularly here, but just watch how quickly this Des Moines just goes down to this AP. Did get a first Citadel. He is starting to turn away. Do switch my attention over to the Charles Martel. Charles Martel is a good French cruiser. Actually, I really enjoyed her. I would say she was a lot of fun, but she is extremely squishy, as many French cruisers are. But unfortunately for us, we do get around the corner, but should be quick enough. Now, this island's actually going to prove very beneficial because we're able to turn our broadside and get turned towards showing the bow. So this should prove very, very beneficial. And just because I'm behind the island, enemy team decides that it's actually a good idea to start turning more broadside and just rain the AP. All 9 guns are coming down range. Look at this. Just watch how quickly this Des Moines goes down. He actually takes a hit from a friendly battleship, but just very, very quickly able to just chunk away the damage on this Des Moines. That is actually, I think, 6 citadels at the moment. Charles Martel actually manages to run aground. Des Moines still pushing forward. Des Moines should have actually probably stopped, but yeah, unfortunately for him, he does go down to the last citadel. That is kill number 3. And Charles Martel, just even with this angle, Charles Martel still gets a decent chunk of damage, but there is almost nothing he can do. Another citadel on him, and that is going to be kill number 4. 4-goal haul right there. Very, very nice. And very close to actually ending this game. About to win about a minute, but would be very nice if I could actually finish off the Salem and get a Kraken. Probably should have just focused the Salem. Salem probably would have been a better choice. And even at this long range, the AP is still pretty darn good. But I don't think the enemy team is going to last for very much longer. Getting decent hits. Once again, trying to get a Kraken, get a double citadel, earn Confederate, and unfortunately that is almost going to be in for this battle. And unfortunately for us, we just are too far away and our shots just take way too long to reach there. So this is going to be it for this replay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what we saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Jen.